Picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the Clemson Tigers and the BYU Cougars. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, Clemson's head coach told me before the game, one of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop? They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Back to you guys.
All right, Holly. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Finds his man. It's Phillips. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The run inside. It's Martin. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Tigers! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early, you put yourself in a hole, not good.
And he tacks on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bachmeier. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Gets it to the back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Clemson. Took it all the way back to the house.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Bachmeier. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Inside, it's Davidson. Got enough for the first. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. A little screen to the running back. Turning it on! He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Maybe some room here. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Martin. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Fires toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Right on the money. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. BYU lines up quickly. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him, so that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Loss of 11 on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
At the end of quarter 1, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Move! Eagle! On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. A man still down after that last play. There is an injured BYU Cougar. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. No good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Rush is on him. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. He's looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. BYU right back to the line.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping them.
Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Makes the grab. It's Martin. Breaks into the open. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. The AT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Now on the counter. Finding some room. Got enough for the first. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The run inside. It's Davidson. There he goes. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
He'll do it himself. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Finds his tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before. But Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the five-star commit in the portal. They didn't go out and pay a lot of money. They believe in developing it through high school and the guys they brought in.
Is it the guy, though? Because you mentioned it, David, and you're so right. When they had Deshaun Watson or they had Trevor Lawrence, they were the guy. They were the guy that took this offense, took this entire team to a national championship caliber level. They were true alphas at the quarterback position. And now we're going to find out if this new guy is the guy.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Davidson. And the defense drags him down.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Running inside, it's Johnson. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Reynolds. Moving out to the right. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And guys, he just didn't get outside the tackle box. You can't throw it away like that. 2nd and long after the grounding call. Complete in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. BYU lines up quickly.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Got his man on the right. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Cougars, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's got it again. Maybe a crease. Touchdown, Clemson! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle.
31, BYU, 7.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Casper. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to throw on first down. Looking deep. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Catch in the middle, it's Martin. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Buckeyes getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. They now sit at a sterling 5-0 on the season, keeping their unbeaten streak going. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The run inside. It's Davidson. Showing off the arm. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. That is no good. And guys, this will stay a 24-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires one high and deep. Got it down the field. He'll work his way down to the 28. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bachmeier.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Run in the red zone, it's Martin. Touchdown, Cougars! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? They'll run play action. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. He gets a block. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
BYU 15.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. They'll move the tight end. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points, and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point is good.
BYU 15.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Second and forever after the delay. Did they lose their play sheets? I mean, call a play already. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. On the run, still looking. Got his man out of the backfield. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. After that last play, there is a Clemson Tiger slow to get up. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On third down, he drops to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Lets it fly. He's got it. First down and more. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 10. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Cougars trying to cash it in on first and goal. From the red zone, it's Martin. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, BYU! His third touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun. Under fire. And down he goes.
Great job by the defense. They got penetration in the backfield. They were trying to throw for it to get the 2-point conversion, but instead the defense comes up with a massive sack.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the fourth quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught, and he's got room. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Going for the big play. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be knocked down. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Cougars come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Motion from the back. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch. It's Lions. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it up to 34.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage off?
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Cougar! What a grab in the end zone for 6. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. It's complete to the left. He gets the 2-point conversion as they draw ever closer. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try the counter. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll send the back in motion. On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Here comes the heat. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. Snaps it in the shotgun. And his throw is incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. BYU right back to the line. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Gonna look downfield again. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Touchdown Cougars. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well, but now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it.
There's a crease. Touchdown Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Picked off. Trying to take it back. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers! How about this defense taking one back to the house? They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
BYU 37.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He wants a big play here late. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Dumps it to the back. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Brought down on the play at the 11-yard line. Good enough for a 1st down.